Okay, so it's not showing up. I was hoping to get the heaven ending before the end of this with the buttons, which is another one people spent a long time trying to find, but it is not showing up. So it looks like we're moving on to our last ending. It's fine. You guys can find the heaven ending on your own if you buy the game.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Now this one I know Kylie hasn't seen.
If we get 15 likes on this video,
We'll come back and do the heaven
we'll
ending
do the heaven ending.
on a live stream. We'll just try to figure out which buttons to push for 2 hours.
So, you better like this video if you want to see that shit.
Keon won't do live streams. He's afraid of getting swatted.
Squatted? Or
Swatted. You know what that is, right?
Why? No, I do, but
He's terrified of it.
I'm not your enemy, really. I'm not.
Alright, so we've already come this way.
yes, we have.
It's time to show you the final ending in this game, the true definitive way to end the game.
Oh my god.
And it's time. I doubt you've seen it.
I doubt I've seen it as well. So I'm just so bad at things.
I'm not saying you're bad at things. I never said that. How dare you think lower of yourself?
Oh, self-deprecating is so funny.
It is funny. But I'm the only one who's allowed to do it.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this shit.
She's been waiting.
Now, we know where we are. But I doubt you would have ever think to have done this.
No, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice.
Oh
How
my
did you do
god.
that?
Yeah.
You actually
Fuck you, man.
chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
I won. I did it. I beat the game. I beat your ass, motherfucker.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves.
Yes.
Exactly. Now,
Yes.
yes.
Wow.
This is my favorite ending because it's the true ending.
This is mine too.
You haven't even seen how great this gets.
I am prepared for how great it must get.
It's going to be amazing.
What did you? Wait a second. Did I just see?
We aren't Stanley.
No, that's not possible.
We're not. We're a real person.
How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I'm so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of
He's
risk
so
on
mad
my
at
watch.
us.
I
I'm
love
going to
it.
stop the game for a moment so we can educate
We gotta watch an
you
educational
properly
video
on
now.
safe decision-making in the real world.
Oh
Please observe
my
this helpful
goodness.
Are you ready?
video.
I feel like this could be really helpful for a lot of people.
It's
It
the
is
best
and it is
part
not.
of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous.
Are you ready?
For example,
Take notes.
in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike
Donald
here,
Trump.
the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make
Which
a
choice
choice
would you make?
that does not conform to
The first
rational
one.
logic.
Yes.
If you find
You're
yourself
learning.
speaking with
Yes.
a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to
Wow.
a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack."
My goodness,
That's how
it's
I'm gonna live my
4:30.
life.
I'm supposed to be having a
Making
back sack
choices
and
on a
crack.
regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide
is
you in
too
an
real.
exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Ah, welcome back. You
I really enjoyed that. Now, whenever someone doesn't make sense to me, I'm just gonna be like, well, you're not real, so
So,
fuck off,
this
basically.
entire room is deteriorating, so we gotta leave.
See what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
So we gotta make the right choices now.
Okay.
We gotta think like Stanley and pick the right choice. So we can't die either now, so they built a fence.
Choices are meaningful. We can't have you jumping off the
'Cause we're real.
platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just have to get home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately,
I saved this one for last because it's the best one to do last because you get all the jokes. We gotta get out of here and just get through the first ending easily, and then we're done. We'll be safe. We'll be away from deterioration of the story,
All will be well.
and everything will be okay. Stanley will go home, and we'll be able to get our life back on track. Meet our family, have a wife, have a child, eat said child.
Now remember,
You know, just normal everyday things.
Yeah, you know.
Stanley would.
Just Stanley things.
Responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the
So
task.
we
Just
gotta
follow
put
my
the story
lead
at
and you'll be
first,
fine.
right?
All
Okay.
right.
Okay, just making sure
When
that you know.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I gotta listen to him. Stanley would put the story at first. And if you didn't listen to him, the poor guy would just be upset.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
I'd just disappoint Stanley.
decided to
I don't
go
wanna
up
do
to
that.
his boss's
Okay.
office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Nowhere
his
to go down
boss's
there. You gotta
office.
go up.
Oh, fuck.
And let's see. Nope.
Stepping
Off.
inside his manager's office,
And
Stanley
something
was
looks different
once
here, doesn't it?
again stunned to
Shit.
discover no indication of
So,
any human life.
unfortunately,
Shocked, unraveled,
if you notice, there's no
Stanley wondered
keypad.
in disbelief who
We gotta
orchestrated
talk.
this, until he saw the door with a
How do we
voice
do that?
receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to
Go
his
on,
questions.
try and say
And
something
beyond
to
all
him.
probability,
He's listening. He wants to hear
he
Night
had
Shark
seen it on his
115.
boss's computer
Wow.
just last
He
week.
wants to hear it.
Night
Come on.
Shark 115.
Do it.
Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work?
Just like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Stanley
Seriously.
had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face
I just-
the unknown. He
Fuck.
drew a sharp breath and then spoke.
It's genuinely upsetting.
Wow, what great design.
What amazingness. What joy.
I am the most expensive.
Stanley spoke
Boss.
the code. Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry.
He spoke it into the receiver.
I wanna
right
say it.
there on the wall.
I know, I know, I want to say it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I can't.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't
Come on.
mishear me, did you? Please.
No, I heard
speak
you.
the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This
Wow,
is a
what an
crucial
insensitive
step.
narrator who doesn't know that we're mute.
He looks at us and we have no mouth and it's like, oh fuck.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what
sorry,
it
man.
means to take a story
I'm
seriously.
sorry.
Yo,
If
chill
you
out,
didn't
man.
want to see what I had to show you, then why did you
So-
come here? You
so
had a
today I
choice,
bought a
you know.
lot of other
You could have
games
gone
that,
through the door on the right. You could have done
are like
whatever
the style
hell you
Walking
wanted
Dead
over
thing.
there.
Fantastic.
Why did you come this way?
I'd like to
Speak.
play them at some
Say
other
something
point
to me.
Yes,
this week.
Explain
we
yourself,
will.
you coward.
I got Dear Esther and Only
Behave
If.
exactly as
Fantastic.
Stanley would.
I've
That
heard they're
means
both
choosing
great games.
responsibly
So now we gotta
and
make the other
putting
decision.
story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Yes, I am.
When Stanley came
I
to
know
the set
exactly
of
what to
2
do.
open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that?
Fuck the police coming straight out the underground.
Too late.
We aren't. We'll do it. We're good. I'm ready. Let's go. Mom spaghetti.
Grandma spaghetti.
Ruined. I
Thank.
can't believe after everything we talked about that you
Yeah, we
my
fucked up.
story. You destroyed my work.
I mean, it's not that bad. We just need to make
What
that
did you
red
get
door
out of
over
that?
there.
What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue,
He's so
would it be
upset.
worth it?
I know, I
To know
love
that my
it.
story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly
sorry,
destroy
bud.
all of my work? I don't know.
Willingly destroy all my work?
What do I do?
I'm sorry, sir. I really am. I wish that I didn't have to do it, but you know, I gotta beat the game. You know, and whoever designed it, from what you're saying, it's you. Decided to fuck it up.
Do?
This room gives me like a Portal 2 beginning vibe.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this part
Whoa!
of rubbish. With you.
Yeah.
You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
Hates
My
us.
entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how
Yes,
important
it's
it was
hilarious.
to me like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands
We tried it.
if I say
We tried it
do
your way.
something,
Your way
there's
didn't
a
work.
damn
Fuck
good
you.
reason for it.
Fuck you.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
He's
That there's a
right.
world outside of you. You're a child.
This end.
You're a child.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Oh, by the way, look at that file cabinet.
Love it.
That's where I keep all my files. So, this has been the Stanley Parable.
Oh my god.
If you guys liked the video, you know, like those other ones that we said to like, and we'll come back to it, to the parts that we couldn't get to.
Yep. Hope you guys enjoyed.
Yep. This guy is so sad.
I love it.
We found the real ending. Are you happy?
So thanks guys for sticking with us. I am happy.
I know it's been a ride. We have become one with Stanley. Now Kylie is perfect Stanley.
I am.
And
I
I-
have now reached enlightenment.
And for completing this, I have become super perfect Stanley. More perfect than I was before.
So you go play.
Buy the
And you
Stanley
become
Parable.
perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a great game.
It is. It's one of my favorite games.
Support these geniuses.
Or get their new game,
Yes.
which, you know, if you can type out that full title, I will send you a hug in the mail.
He'll send you a letter that says hug.
Exactly. But you'll have to give me your address for that. So if
Yeah.
you're not comfortable doing that, then that's your fault.
Yep. Comment your address below.
We totally won't use that for any nefarious purposes.
Uh,
All right.
thank you.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Farewell.
So long. Avita Sane. I don't know if it ends. It does. All right. And we are done. We have Stanley.
Fantastic.
Do you
We
want-
completed a series. This is my first series. I completed the channel.
We've only completed one other one.
Really?
We've only completed Dragon Ball Xenoverse other than this.